Hi, everybody. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Lam. Yasmin from Sweden. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming from so far. Thank you, Cheryl. That's so sweet. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Mira, Tammy. Thank you so much. Sherry, Sharon, Allie. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you guys. What Cheryl is referring to, I guess I should make a little tiny announcement first, is that Arteza named me their Artist of the Month for June, and I just thought that was so cool. Of all of the hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of people that they deal with, for them to think of me, I was truly, truly blown away. Just absolutely blown away by that. So, yeah, Arteza, I am still kind of shocked over it, and it's a really great article. After the live, you can find it on my Facebook page. You can, but after the live, I'll update this description box so you can see a link to the article. It was a nice interview, and I got to talk about stuff. So, thank you so much. Gloves. I need some of those. So the first thing is thank you to my patron Susan B. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate all of you guys' support. Thank you so much. I couldn't do this channel without you, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for your support. Secondly, I wanted to show you guys this. Ta-da! So, do you remember the painting last Friday I did at the very, very end? This is the results of that painting. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I off camera, I just added some of these blue balloon rolls, and it was just really just so spectacular. This is just dried, not even varnished. So I just thought this was one of the most dynamic paintings. I would probably hang it this way. Just one of the most pretty paintings. I actually was able to fix the technical difficulty. That's amazing. Truly. So y'all should be here with me now again. Hopefully. Hi guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just said disconnect, so I don't know how the quality is right now for some reason. So I did some resin pieces. I'm not a resin person, but I had to show this off because look how pretty. Yeah, really pretty. You guys, I am not a resin person. I'm extremely allergic to it, but I used art resin for the first time. It was so awesome. I usually use Stone Coat countertop, and I love the working time of it, but my gosh, the fumes on there were, I shouldn't down them because a lot of people use it and love it, but I personally had a really hard time with that. And look at this pretty piece, you guys. Eee. This is resin. Hi, Namesy. this resin finish, and they just turn out virtually flawless and just beautiful. It was easy to use. Even mixing it up seemed easier. I don't know, the whole process. I just really liked art resin is what I'm recommending right now. If you're gonna do resin, this is how to do it. And I should make a video on resin, but I'm just such a baby. I don't like to resin, so I didn't want to take the extra time, but now I almost wish I would have. And hey guys, remember this? Eee. I resin this one, and look how sparkly. I put some sparkle or some high flow into this part. I don't know if you can see it. There's a kind of a shadow. Yeah, I resin this one and it turned out really pretty too. So just, yeah, really, it was a really fun, really good project, and it turned out great. So that made me really happy. Now, I want to give you something else to look at for 1 second. And this is what the topic is today. So you guys know Lamb with Heartfelt Artistry. This lady is, hi Lamb, if you're watching, by the way. I just love her. She is talented, just so talented. So she did this beautiful leaves by using a mallet. And I know Ann Osborne originally did mallet smashes, and you know, much respect for her. And I haven't really seen other people do them, but I saw Lamb do them and they just kind of blew my mind. So, yeah, this is just so pretty, and this is something that I want to try this out. So, that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to use Lamb's recipe. Now, if you haven't, her pouring medium recipe, if you haven't been to our channel, Heartfelt Artistry, you have to check that out. It's amazing. And I will link to that actually in the description box, or you can find one of our collaborations called Cover Your Pour. That was one of the collaborations the two of us did together. So, let me put some gloves on here, guys. We have Gail Burston, Life in Splatters in the house. Hi, Gail. Welcome. Another amazing artist. Gail did some beautiful mallet smashes a few days ago, and she's doing flowers. They're gorgeous. So if you want to see kind of a different take on the mallet smash, you could go check out her channel. That's Life in Splatters. Hi, Sharon. So, yeah, I want to make it clear, by the way, never, ever, ever have I done this before. So, just so you know, that's what we're talking about today. Like, I've never even took a mallet and put it on anything before. So, this is my absolute first go around with this. So, I was thinking, you know, either it's going to be an epic fail or beginner's luck. If it's beginner's luck, you guys are here to catch it with me. And if it's an epic fail, then you can also, yeah, then you're here to see how I did. I don't know, you know. I was thinking maybe a 10 by 20 canvas today. Actually, I have a couple of different canvases. I'm going to move this up top so you guys get to see it a little bit better by using these little, these are called cupboard organizers, I think, you guys. Someone asked me about this. And they're just cupboard organizers. I think they just, you know, help you organize your cupboard, but they're real easy to find. The color palette for today, oh my gosh, it is, I don't even know where to start. So you know how when you start mixing paints, and then, I think I said this last time too, but then you just keep going and going and going and going. Oh my god. Woo. Okay, don't be shocked when I show you. Okay, this is the part of the color palette for today. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more colors that are not on this tray. Am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling. 12 more colors, you guys, that are not on this tray, so I don't know. I think I just got nervous. So, I know, it's ridiculous. Like, it is so ridiculous. But we're using Lam's method, or her pouring medium today. And her pouring medium consists of Mod Podge 60%. Make sure, Lam, that I'm getting this right. Mod Podge 60%, 40% Floetrol, and a bit of GAC 800. You know, whatever you decide that bit is going to be. That's the bit. Alright. You guys, I'm having a technical difficulty right here. Hold on a second. I have to adjust my lighting. Because if I don't, I can't put my tray on this table. I have a very small table, and I have an overhead camera set up that's I haven't put up yet, but I'd have to rearrange like my whole setup, which is why I haven't done it. But someday I'm going to do this, so I have a bigger setup. I'm also trying to protect my walls, so I put up these little barriers. I don't know. People said mallet smashing could be kind of intense or something, so I don't know. So I have this and I'm going to use this small mallet, and I'm going to use this medium mallet. This is a 8-ounce mallet, and I have bigger ones too. Now, for the bigger ones, just if you guys stick around, I want to show you. I have this gesso board, 2-inch cradle deep, 16 by 16. What's that called? Cradle wood panel, or well, canvas, I guess. We got to thank Mina Villegas Art. Her and I were going to do something together on one of these boards, and it didn't ever come together, but I have this beautiful board to thank for it, this beautiful canvas, wooden canvas, and I thought, well, that would be good for one of the bigger mallets that is heavier, and, you know, because we don't want to dent the canvas or anything. So, here we go. All right, this is my thought process. Now, I watched Lam do this on her channel. And the first thing you want to do, this is, like I said, you know, you guys are just coming with me on this journey. I have no idea what's going to happen. But the first thing I do want to do is I want to create some depth for the background. So I'm going to just do a random pour with a few of the darker colors. That is Payne's Gray. And then I have Dioxazine Purple. I chose for one of the other. Oh gosh, these paints set here, they're already so thick. I don't know, I hope it still works. It's awful thick. If it doesn't work out, then you know what we're gonna do, right? Whatever we want. Balloon rolls. Right? If it doesn't work out, balloon rolls. Wow, you guys, it's really hot here today. My paints are really thick, so this may be an interesting experiment after all. All right, so I'm just going to do some of the darker colors in that order. This is going to take just a second. I hope y'all aren't bored. I don't don't want to put a lot, but I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of this black in here too. Now the other thing is, I think one thing I have to do, and I'm so glad I just remembered this, is I have to add a base coat. Whoopsie. So really quickly, let me actually do this fast for you guys. I don't know, I see some blips of Floetrol in there, so I'm probably going to have to pick some of those out real quick. Like right there. That's huge. My Floetrol's getting thin again, you guys, and I really think this is a summertime thing. Sorry, I just do. Every time it gets warm, my Floetrol gets thin. And Floetrol swears that nothing has changed. And I don't know, it's getting thin again. So this seems to be a summertime issue. So it might be good to have heavy body paints and for the thin Floetrol. And then I use my fluids and stuff with the thick Floetrol in the winter. So it might be cool because that means I have like a different style in the summer than I do in the winter. So you can have your summer collection and your winter collection or whatever. So I'm just doing a thin base coat. It's nothing special, just white. Yeah, like I said, for those of you who are just joining me, I am going to, this is just an experiment, so please adjust your expectations accordingly. Please do. I beg you. Because I want to make sure that y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no! Oh no, I think I resined. Oh no, this is so sad. I think I resined my gun. Let me see if I can pry it open real quick. Oh, this is terrible. Anybody have any answers for that? Oh no, I forgot to cover my gun yesterday when I was doing resin. Ooh. It's completely sealed shut, y'all. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, this is terrible. Well, I don't have a torch. Look, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to dig in here and see if I can free this button. Because you do kind of really need a torch for this particular pouring medium. Look! Oh gosh. Well. Huh. Oh, it doesn't work the same. It does not work the same, and it may not be safe. I don't know. We're going to try it, though, because that's all I have right now. All right, anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to layer some of... I layered some dark colors in the cup. I'm just going to do... just like a random drizzle, because what I'm trying to do here is just, this is going to be the part that is the shadow, okay? So I'm thinking this is going to be like shadows. This is what Lam taught me, or taught all of us if you go to her channel. All right, so that's going to be the dark part. That's the shadow. Now, I'm going to do the part that's the leaves. And because I have a jillion paints over here, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to do it real quick. Otherwise, it's going to take me forever. What I'm doing is just pouring various colors of green. I'm starting with like phthalo green, lime green. Some of these are primary elements. Some are metallics. Green Gold by Golden, one of my favorite greens. A little bit of gold We got Masters, Modern Masters metallics. You guys should check these out. It is Hobby Lobby. I loved these. These were a gift from a wonderful viewer, and I absolutely loved those. Wonderful. So you should try those out. And then Viridian Grain. I might have too much paint in here, I don't know yet. And then, so here's my little cup. And now this is going to be the leaves. Part of the leaves. And the reason I'm doing this and like this is because I want a variation of color. Mom, you better be a good teacher. Otherwise, this is on you. So, okay, now I have the part that will be the greens. And then the next thing she did was she layered just a little drizzle of some of the gold all over. Thank you to my patron who sent me this gold. I really appreciate you. And then white. So then on the very top, she added some pearl white. So, and I think this probably breaks up the patterns that are really solid. So, I don't know. Okay. Whew. All right. So the second thing is she said to start at the bottom. So if you don't mind, I'm going to turn the canvas a little bit like this. So one of the effects she wanted to give was a layered look. So you'd start at the bottom with your mallet. And we're going to use this. This is a jeweler's mallet. I'll put this in my Amazon shop. You guys just give me like overnight or something. I add everything that you see. I'll add to my description box. You can go shop for in my Amazon shop. And I, just, and links and all that stuff. So you can always come back the next day and find something good. If you come back. So, okay, I just added a little tiny bit more yellow. Hi, Ginger. I don't know if I said hello to you yet. And Anne. And, all right, here we go. I don't know what side she uses. Huh. I wonder if they're both the same. I don't know, but we're just going to start smashing. And then hopefully maybe... Lamb, what side do you use? The yellow or the black? I don't know. All right, well, here we go. I'm going to move my paint colors, my painting cups, so they don't get, just in case. I don't know what's going to happen. I've never done this, so it could be a lot or a little, but... Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, you literally do have to... it's not a lot, it's not a huge smash, but... Ooh, that's a pretty one. So I may have not used enough green. I'm getting the hang of this, you guys. See how they're supposed to look like leaves? And I can see how the composition plays a role in it. Yeah, the harder you hit, the bigger leaves you have. I'm noticing that right away. And also, maybe I'm being too exacting about this whole technique, because definitely getting a layering, but it's extremely uniform. I'm going to just try this bigger mallet just to see what it does on the top here, just out of total curiosity. Oh. Okay, it's much different. It's a totally different experience, honestly. So maybe we should... I can't get a leaf shape with this. I have to tilt the board up a little bit to get the right angle. Ah! All right, yeah, it does splatter if you do it right. Yay! Oh my gosh, I would absolutely make a total mess using this big one. All over me. Well, okay, so I see how this is definitely a method that you would want to do some practicing on. I see the potential and why I thought I could just like show up and do this amazing painting. Like I said, I thought, well, maybe beginner's luck. You know how sometimes you just have beginner's luck? This is not beginner's lucky for me. This looks a little iffy. I don't know, you guys. I would probably scrape this side of the painting. I should just do what I want to do. And here's the other thing. I think if I take this down, I'm going to have better results because I'm getting the wrong angle up there with that. Even though I like showing you guys closer. Some of these you could see would be really pretty. Look at those leaves. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I think I should just scrape this. I think I'm just gonna scrape it straight into the... This is like half the fun of experimenting with a new technique you've never tried before, is the learning curve. And let's face it, sometimes I've tried techniques and I do great, and then sometimes I've tried them and if I'm not in love with the painting, you know me, I'm not going to keep it. So I think we should let's just do another one. And I think we should just keep the colors lighter. Let's just do this really quick. We're going to keep the colors lighter and see what happens. And I need less paint. There's way too much paint on there as well. So... yeah, there could be too much rebound with the wire racks. I don't know. I'm also going to mix a tiny bit of water into my white because my white is extremely thick. All my paints today are extremely thick. Say hi to Rocket Sauce. That's my sweetheart right there. We gotta say hi to him. All right. So, yeah, I know the multiple colors thing, but I want to try lamb style. That's part of the reason why I showed her picture and showed her painting. I really studied what she did and was interested in trying it for myself. So I really want to see what I can do and see if I can do something that's close to what she does. I'll try this, and if it doesn't work, then we'll move on to something else. But I think we should give it the old college try at least twice, don't you guys? It doesn't take long. Maybe this time I'll just layer the colors individually too. And I'm going to focus on doing more greens and less paint in general on here. So let me try it. Here we go. And this way you guys can kind of see also. I'm going to do some, whew, this is tricky, you guys, with all these little, this is a deep turquoise. By Golden. Actually, that one's by Winsor & Newton. A turquoise deep, I think. And then let's do just one dark color. I'm going to just do the Payne's Gray just to add some darkness in there. Yeah, Lamb does the cup rolls really pretty. And now let's do some of the, this is the green gold. And then let's do some of the lime green. This is Primary Elements, this one right here. And then I think the Modern Masters. I don't know. So we have a lot of greens going on here, and I like that. And now I think let's do some of the yellow and the gold. I'm just going to put it in like more specific spots, I think, to keep some of the colors a little tiny bit more separate. And then gold. See, this is how you know Lam is a master. She's done this technique a few different times, and she really has it down. I mean, she really, really has it down. So I'm going to add maybe a little tiny bit more of a bright tone in here. It needs it. I'm trying to keep not too much paint on the board. And what else, you guys? Maybe a teal? That'd be too much. Hi, Kristen. Thank you for coming. Green is a scary color for me too, Ginger. Like, I definitely am scared. Like, I'm never sure how it's going to turn out. And that's why, I don't know, when I was making all these greens, I like, Heather, what are you doing? You're just setting yourself up for like some kind of terrible failure. That's what I thought. And I thought, no, you know what? It's okay to also try to do something different sometimes. I don't have to stay in my lane just because I'm live. And that's one reason why I didn't want to do lives. I think I was too afraid of making mistakes on camera. And that's silly, because we all make mistakes. We all go through this. If you want to learn any new process, you have to try it, you know, and you're trying it means that sometimes you may fail, you may do great, you might do great once. I don't know, you know. So, all right, let's try this again. I just want to see this little smash. Let's just see. It is much. There's a very specific sort of way you have to hit this to get it to look like a leaf. It's definitely, I'm definitely hitting, you know, not lightly. Yeah. Put some white on top. I did already, sweetheart. I put white on there. I put a drizzle. You think I need more? I'm going to put more. She says put more. I'm putting more. She's the expert here. Not me. This is way, way, way harder. I'm going to try to bring you guys in closer too, because I think you're too far away to see what's going on. Now, I hope I don't lose you. This is the hope, that I don't lose you when I do this. Hi, Paula. Welcome. Thank you for coming. All right. I put white on top, but these still do not look like, I mean, come on, you guys, really. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. For those of you just coming in, I got to show you. Let me show you Lom's painting, okay? Pretty. Look at all the pretty leaves, all the beautiful, delicate shapes. That's her painting, so, I mean, I know I shouldn't be comparing myself. Comparison is the thief of joy. I love saying that, but darn it if it isn't true. All right, let's put a little tiny bit more white right around this edge, because I'm going all the way down to the canvas in some of these places. All right. Please do some purple. I will do some purple. Oh. More paint is definitely better. Not a lot more, just enough. Okay. That's pretty. Every now and again, you just get a really pretty one. Now remember, I'm not just going for a round here. I'm really literally going for a leaf shape, and so in order to do that, you have to hold the mallet in a certain way, and you have to hit it at a certain angle. So I could just smash this and just go for... Okay, look, I'm starting to get the hang of it. You can see right here. Right at the end, I just started getting the hang of that. Right at the very, very, very end, of course. But yeah, there's definitely like a certain... You have to hit it so the paint flies out one side. And that's what makes this, this variegated almost ivy leaf shape. So let's see if I can get a few going in the other direction. And then she warned me against using the golden or the 24 karat gold because it creates cells, and you're not really going for cells right here. And I see why, because then you don't have that definition necessarily. Well, okay. I love the idea of this, and this is something that I would definitely practice in my privacy of my own home. You guys have been with me for 40 minutes smashing on this painting, and I appreciate your time, sharing this time with me. And how would you like to see me do another painting? Because I have all these colors, and there's a few colors I didn't get to try here. And I would love to do a pour for you. Let me put this painting up. If you guys feel like hanging out for a little bit longer, I would love to do a pour for you. All right. Let's see. I'm going to see if I might have to back you guys back off, or if you can just get to see the whole dang thing if I use a big canvas. Let's see if that's just too close. That's pretty close. We need to back off just a little tiny bit. Okay, this is a 16 by 20, and I've been doing these little, they're just little studies in color mostly, with markers, and I've been using the Everblend markers by Arteza and the Krylon, Krylon, leafing pen, and I am loving them. I've just been really, really loving them. So I've been doing those quite a bit, and so I've been thinking about colors in a different way. I think sometimes when you break out of your normal medium, it might help you stimulate yourself in a different way. And there's something I've been wanting to try. This is the problem. I really wanted to do mallet smashes because I got these mallets. But in the back of my mind, there was actually something that I've been really wanting to do for the last few days. And so now I feel like I need to just get it out. And I have all these colors here. Christy, you guys, you can hit the like button if it doesn't take you out of the live. I appreciate like buttons. The like button is, it doesn't really help your videos that much anymore. The algorithm more cares how long you watch, how often you watch, and how quickly you watch when you're sent a notification. The best thing you could do for me is to subscribe to my channel and hit all notifications. And then when you get notified there's a new video, watch it quickly. I mean, go to it in a quick manner. That's one of the things the algorithm does, is it only sends out my videos, my notifications, to 15 15% of my audience, you guys. 15%. That's literally true. 15% is what the algorithm sends it out to. And then if it does well with those 15% of my subscribers, then it will send out more. So, yeah, that's the truth right there. Today is experimentation day. Last week I painted, no joke, I painted 4 paintings on camera, and then I went on and painted 3 more paintings off camera. I painted 7 paintings last Friday night, and I haven't painted since then. I've been doing my other stuff, of course, but it was a very productive sort of evening. All right. So we're working with the scary greens right now, right? And I'm going to fade this into another color here. Now these paints, they're mixed. This is Lom's pouring medium. It's not great for a swipe. So if you think I'm doing a swipe, I'm not. I can't really with this one. I mean, I can, but it's not going to make any cells or any patterns or anything like that. This is just one of those mediums that doesn't do well. It doesn't really create much. Mod Podge doesn't make the same kind of beautiful cells that, say, Floetrol does. So, are you guys having fun yet? I hope I'm not boring. I know I keep saying I hope I'm not boring, but I really do, because you have to remember, I'm not you. So, I know, here comes the purple. Calm down, everybody. Calm down, calm. I have to make a transition into the purple. And that's what I'm doing right here. All right, here comes the purple. This purple, even though it looks really bright, it's actually dioxazine purple. So it's going to dry really, really, really dark. Especially the golden brand purple does. It's really, really dark. And then I'm going to go to, this is how we're transitioning. When I'm talking about transition colors, I don't want to go straight from the green into anything that would have red in it right now. Like, there are times that you can certainly do that, but you need to layer transition colors in between, or you will risk getting mud. Someone asked what mud is. Mud is when the colors mix together in a way that, turns to that disgusting gray or that disgusting brown tone, All right, here we go. This is kind of like a rainbow. Yeah. And these are the colors that I'm hoping are going to pull through the bottom when I do balloon rolls or something. Not necessarily the colors that are going to be on the top, since we can't do that. This is for those of you that just like watching paint come out of a cup. It's so pretty, and it's funny how fun it is to watch stuff like that. Let's do a little surprise color over there, even though I don't know how that's going to look. All right, so now what I want to do is I want some of the gold. And we're going to run the gold through. There's a piece of something right there. Gold is kind of one of those colors, like the metallic, it pretty much goes with everything. And copper I find a little more difficult because it has that red undertone. Yeah, the pink is very hot. The pink is actually a color by, it's a primary element. You guys are actually helping me test something out right now. I have an upcoming video I'm doing with Arteza that they've asked me to do. And so you're going to help me test out. Well, I didn't get much purple in there, did I, Ginger? Are you mad? Oh. You guys are going to help me test out this little theory I have. And luckily I have a glove already blown up. For those of you who just joined me, this is my glove that I use for my balloon roll, and I stick my thumb inside of the thumb to hold it. This one is not so, this one's already just so deflated, I can just hold it anyway. But I'm going to put a little bit of contrast in here and just run it all the way through. I know this doesn't look like much right now. I am trying to think about some of the composition to a point. And then in this bottle, I have, this is the Cloud Mix by Mallet. It's 50% satin enamel, 50% Artist Loft white, and just a little shot of the Liquitex pouring medium. Wow, there's 100 people here? Oh my God. Why are you guys watching me on the day that I'm like experimenting? Last week y'all would have come, I sold almost every painting. I sold all the paintings but one from last week because the paintings were so amazing. This week I'm just playing around. Y'all gotta show up. Okay, well, all right. So with the balloon rolls, it's kind of like the smash. You want to put colors next to each other that are going to be pretty when they get, smashed together with the balloon. Basically, it's the same kind of thing. Okay, I'm trying to get some of these paper towels here. There's a few little places where the canvas is showing through, and in those areas I might have to go back with like little balloon rolls or something. Hi Shauna, nice to see you here. Okay, I'm going to turn this. Now here's where I'm going to really think about the composition here. See this dark pattern? I'm going to try to make that dark pattern the center of attention. That's my plan. There's a lot of paint right there. I wipe my balloon off every time because if you don't, you're depositing that paint back into another color and it can create mud again. When I said I'm making the center, this dark part, the center of attention, I want the eye to travel right here first. This is my plan. It may not work out that way, but I'm going to see if I can do that. And the way I'm going to do that is by putting all the balloon rolls in that section right facing each other. And when I say that, like this is the head of the balloon roll and then the tail. So I'm going to put all the heads right at the beginning, or right facing each other right here. Sorry, I have to keep getting more paper towels. You guys, what I try to do, you said you were going to set an alarm. What I try to do is I post on my Facebook page. If you don't follow me on my Facebook page, you really should, Heather Mader Art. I leave a link to the live in the Facebook page. So you can just, when the time comes, you can or even beforehand, you can click and set a reminder for yourself if you need reminded. I know I need reminded. I am not someone that can just remember stuff like this. So I love this blue too. So I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of this cloud mix just in a few strategic places here. That's going to kind of draw the eye in when I do the balloon roll just one more time. There's a lot of paint on here, so I can totally do this balloon roll again. Now see that beautiful feather effect right there? That's when you have just the perfect amount of paint on there. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. The cloud mix does help with that pretty effect, that pretty feather effect that you guys like in my work. All right. Some of these areas have a ton of paint on them. So like this right here, this is going to be, I'm going to have to balloon roll and probably paint over it again. I just need to scrape some of this off as I'm doing it because it's just so thick. Now remember, every time you go over it with a balloon, you take some of the paint off and you also meld them together. So at a certain point, it's just going to get muddy. That is one of the issues. And then some of these I don't even want like heavy balloon rolls. Maybe just I'm just kind of smearing it a little bit, almost just to get a more solid look, because like I said, I'm trying to draw the eye to the center here. So there is protesting going on right now for everybody. They're blocking off I-5 in the city I live in. It's kind of crazy. And we're just here watching beautiful paint. Sometimes I need a break from it all, you know. It's a lot. So Ooh, that is pretty. So, okay, don't be afraid if there's one that you really don't like. Don't be afraid to go back over it. Sometimes I'll think, oh, it's going to get to mud, but sometimes then the most beautiful thing comes out, and then I'm so happy I did that. Orange is a tricky, tricky color with the blue. This is not my favorite corner so far, everyone. So, okay, I'm gonna draw the viewer's eye to the center more, and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm adding white, and you can see I'm adding it kind of all right here. So, as I do that, and especially over the top of the darker color, and I get some pretty effects right there. All right, now we're going to turn it around. You guys see a dragon in there? Wow. Is it better on the table or the screens? Oh, I think Sherry Smith, she's not at the current part of the live. If someone could tell her, she's watching far behind. There's a way that you can get to the current part of the live. There's usually a live button, if you're on a computer at least. And if you hit that button, it'll take you right back to the current place in the video. Because it sucks to be behind. You can always go back and watch the beginning. Well, I mean, if you want to comment. If you don't want to comment, it doesn't matter, of course. A phoenix. Wow, you guys are such creative minds. Beautiful. Christy, thank you for coming. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next Friday. You should eat your dinner and have a good night. Thank you so much for coming. All right, so here we are. Now I just have a few places here that are kind of like, that corner is, it looks fine on camera, but trust me when I tell you that corner is not that pretty in real life. So I don't want to make it too busy. It's almost like I wish I could do a little, I'm just going to do a little balloon dip right here. So I don't really get a lot of pattern. And then maybe even deposit some of that over here. It is nice to have some variation. This is risky. I'm going to put some of this green and deposit it over here with that pink. But I think it'll like bring that element in over here. It's very risky because pink and green can end up really looking... Oh, Judy, thank you so much. You guys, if you want to donate, that is what's keeping my channel alive. You can super chat donate, you can PayPal me. There's a link under any of my video. That is literally the only thing. I am not making any money on my channel right now, so that's just the way it is. But I appreciate the support that I'm getting so much from the viewers, and all the little ways that you guys help support me means so much to me, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christy. Okay, it's 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna do just this little thing here, and then I really like the way this one looks. I just draw that green into that little bit of orange there. So, you know, it's kind of, I did this purposefully. So now I have this little pop of orange color, and then the little bit of green and yellow over there. And then there's green and yellow over here. It kind of provides a little balance in the composition of this. And then let me do this one little, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Woo! Sometimes you just get one just the right way. It's just so pretty. And then sometimes you can just ruin a good one by trying again. Wow, you guys, I think this painting is pretty much done. I'll probably go around and make sure that the sides are all covered with white. I'm going to sign off today. We're going to have a short session. You guys, look forward this week to more actual painting videos where I edit them and everything. I'm going to do a couple. I appreciate each and every one of you coming. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas with me. And if there's anything you want to see me paint live, I'm here for you. Every Friday 5 live, I got you guys. And this was fun. This was really fun. It was scary to do something. Oh, let's show real quick. I'm going to show you the results of the other one. We'll just see if it changed at all since it was just sitting here. Oh yeah, it's like kind of messy. I might go in and try to put some little flowers in here. I might not. I might scrape it. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it was fun to try, and we got to try new things. We got to keep pushing ourselves, right? Thanks so much for coming. I'll see you next Friday at 5 live, and appreciate each and every one of you. Be safe. Take care. This painting is available if you love this painting. Thank you, Kendra, so much. If you love this painting and you want to own it, you want it to be yours, just contact me. And if you don't, I might embellish it, because I could see something in there I might want to embellish. I'm not sure. But love you guys. I wish I would have put a little bit more gold in here, because I do like it. Like, here's where the gold kind of pops through. I wish I would have done that a little bit more. Yeah, this could be a cool little fish painting, couldn't it? All right, night, guys. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.